There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
We're, yeah.
Huh?
Huh? We're filming.
My ass. Anyways,
You're what?
so I also want to talk about Matrix Resurrection.
Okay. Yeah.
When are we starting?
I guess now
Why?
because this week's going by fast and we're just going by fast.
Where are you right now, if I may ask?
Where am I?
I mean, you don't have to tell me.
I'm in Vorkuta. Where are you?
Okay. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were in the safe zone or not.
No,
Oh no.
I will be, but that's its own. Yeah. Anyway,
He's not in the zone.
Autozone. No, I actually do have to go get my car serviced. It's gonna be a pain. I'm hoping it doesn't like die because I can't get it serviced until are they even open on Sunday? Oh no.
So did you get a thing in the mail saying that you need to get it imaged?
No, they just give it. They just have like, hey, we need you to do it by this month or this mileage, and I am past both. So
How much are you past?
I am like right on the line right now.
You mean
I am probably like 10 miles over it right now.
Oh, dude, you're not.
Oh, that's not. Wait, what? Wait, what do you have? Wait, Tristan, what car do you have?
The Corolla IM.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. It'll be fine, dude.
Yeah, you'll.
You can't fucking kill a Corolla. You're fine.
Okay. As long as you say, because
Dude,
alright.
Dude, I've gone like hundreds of miles over on my Jeep. I'm fine.
Except
Okay.
I was in a car accident in one, but we're not going to talk about that.
What, in a Corolla? Did she drive a Corolla?
I think it was a Corolla. I'd have to look at the different ones, but
Was it like was it like a Toyota sedan?
No.
Would you say? Oh, so was it a hatchback?
No, it wasn't a hatchback.
Then what? Okay, a Corolla is either a hatchback or a sedan.
It is? Wait.
Yeah, a regular Corolla is like a sedan, and a Corolla IM is a hatchback. I don't think it was originally called Corolla IM. I think it was originally called a Scion.
Let me just look up Toyota. No, wasn't it?
Oh, they're open on Sunday anyway.
Oh, wait, the emissions? Or who is it?
My dealership. They do their own like oil changes and stuff there.
Well, that's so good. I'm so glad that you got a dealership that does that type of shit, that cares for their customers.
Yeah, they actually give you like awards points and all that. Not sponsored, by the way, but they give you like awards points. So like I think it's they give you a certain percentage of like, it depends on what you go in for. I can't remember what the whole system was, but basically the money that I spend towards an oil change and anything else, well, actually some of it will turn into points that I could actually use for other visits, and I could also put those points towards another car.
Nice.
If I decide to buy one in the future.
Welcome to Resistance Radio, sponsored by Tristan's fucking car dealership.
Pretty much. I mean, it'll just spread because, you know, I got recommended the car dealership from like one of the chefs at my work, and here we are. And then, you know, for the 3 people listening, they'll go down the street.
I'm gonna drive 7 hours to fucking Maryland.
It's in Delaware.
Just to go to your Delaware.
Yeah,
It was
Probably like 9. I'm gonna drive 9 hours just to go to that dealership to buy a new car.
Yeah. But I mean, the Toyota's like really treated me good, so there's that.
Like a 2010?
No, it's 2018.
Oh.
It's a 2018. It only had 27,000 miles on it, and I got it for, I think my finalized price was probably like 22 grand. But that included like everything else that like came with it. I think it like the price for the car itself was like I think 18 or 19. But since I was buying in Delaware, I had like two different like state taxes. Actually, Delaware doesn't have any state tax, but Maryland still, Maryland took a lot of my tax.
Still
nice. Toyota Corollas have JBL. I didn't know.
What's that?
It's a type of speaker, kind of like Beats is in some kind of cars.
My speakers are killer.
Yeah. Wait,
but then again,
brand?
I don't.
Or are you just saying that they're the shit?
I'm comparing it. I think they're really good. The bass on it is really good. But here's the thing you also have to keep in mind is that I was driving a 1985 Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, I know. Dude, once I switched over to my new car from the Cadillac, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, whenever I play a song that's like 2000 and above, it doesn't kill my speakers.
Oh, dude, you ever try to play Billie Eilish on anything?
No.
For some reason, the bass on any Billie Eilish song made my whole car shake. And I do not know why. There was no EQ on anything to boost the bass. There was no nothing. I had to play Billie Eilish songs like at like the third of a setting. I would play any normal song. I do not know why. I never noticed any type of actual bass in a Billie Eilish song, but each time she came on, my whole car would just shake.
Oh, dude.
It was bad. It was so bad.
I had Santi and Shane in my car like the other weekend, and fucking Shane was playing like this OTEP song, or not OTEP, Opeth song, like really fucking loud, like near max volume. And when he stopped singing and we started listening, it sounded like the fucking doors were just about to rattle themselves off. It was so bad.
Oh my god.
It sounded like they were just about to rattle loose and just fall off. I was like, oh, fuck. There's like, I couldn't hear anything because he was like, it was a screamy song and he was just fucking screaming the lyrics. And so I couldn't hear like anything. And then I just hear the doors about to come off. My fucking Grand Cherokee about to turn into a Wrangler. And it's like, oh shit.
Nice.
Jordan, I see you just sent me a photo. I don't have my screen is not that advanced. I feel like I can like replace it though. But another little thing, I financed it. But anyway, because you can't modify it if you lease it, but you can do it if you finance it. That's basically the difference. Leasing is like kind of like renting, but like spicier, and financing is like, oh, the bank owns it, but you pay the bank to own it yourself, and then eventually it'll just be yours. But anyway, the point is, I noticed one little detail there that like kind of like reminded me. You know, like I can control the heat and the cooling. It'll be different on like either side of the car. Like if my passenger wants like the heat on, they could just put up the heat on their side, and I could keep cool on my side.
I'm still baffled by that because like I've never known a car to do that. I think like newer cars can do that. Mine can. Yeah. It's crazy. I remember I was riding around with one of my friends just this past weekend, and it was crazy.
My AC smells like burnt oil.
Oh, that's nice.
Mine smelled like that the other day, but I think it was just the outside air because I was in rising sun. So.
I'm telling you this right now. You could like crap on the old Mercedes as long as you want, but when I put on the heat in that thing, it felt like the Fire Nation was about to invade my village.
Fuck.
That thing was
Veronica's touch. Dude.
Veronica's touch. Yeah, that we had a name for it.
Mainly because you have other seats. That was the entire joke.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that car. It did not have any AC at all to like save its own life, but the heat in that car, oh my god.
I remember I would come hang out with you like when our relationship, or I guess friendship, if you want to say it, was like forming more like in 12th grade. I would like go to before care and you'd be out there for like an hour, just like waiting for school to start, and I would like come hang out. I would like, can I come in? And then I would just like hang out in the fucking car for like an hour.
I remember when one of the seniors. Oh wait, were we talking? I don't know, but I remember when one of the seniors like randomly got in my car, and one of our acquaintances then told me that they were in my car, and I yelled at them to get out. But I was like, dude, the only two people here that could get in my car that are not me, actually 3 people, is my sister, Anthony, and Jordan. That's it. You know.
There were like some random fucking kids, like 3 years or 3 grades below us, that like just decided to hop in your car one day after school, and we're like, bro, what the fuck?
I remember one time I had to. By the way, we have Mr. Scott Riot Shield, Big Chief, here with us now.
Thank you.
I remember like
pleasure being here.
I remember one time my sister had this friend, and this friend needed like a car ride home, and so like my sister was like, oh, like she just volunteered me to like take her home, and it was like a regular routine. It was like almost like every other day that I would have to. And it was fine because like my sister was also there. But there was one time where my sister I can't remember if she like had practice or something, but I was just sitting in my car, minding my own business, not thinking that I actually had to like, take anyone home. And her friend just walked up to my car and just hopped in. The door, like, excuse me, sir. She didn't even knock. She just hopped in the back seat. Didn't say a word. Didn't say a word. Just got in the back seat, and without my sister there, just got in the back seat and just looked at her phone. And then I'm like, what am I supposed to do in this situation? My sister's not showing up. This is weird. I don't really know this person. Exactly, that's what I was scared of. Yeah, that's what I was scared of. Was like, what am I supposed to do here? Because...
You legit lie, like, oh yeah, this is my sister. Yep, just drive home.
Yeah.
God, I cannot imagine.
Sketchy.
Nah, it was bad. I definitely looked super sketch. I was like, I can't really just tell her like, hey, you're not going home today. Get out of my car. You know what I mean? That's kind of messed up.
With that. Maybe don't start with
yeah, maybe not start with that. But I'm like, I can't. I can't. Yeah. That was bad wording. But you get my point. Like I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
But I ended up just driving her home anyway. But I'm like, that's so weird. She didn't say a word to me. She just got in the back seat. It was just like, not a word.
That is hysterical. I'm not gonna lie. That's just like this is like her like 50th time doing this. She's just like so second nature to her. She's like, just drives on. Assumes you're gonna go to her house, dude. It doesn't even say like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Like like it wasn't that. It was just like, I would have if she came up and said, yeah, I know, Skylar's not here, and, whatever. I still need a ride home. Can you give me a ride home? Oh wait, it still would have been kind of sketchy because it's someone that's not related, much younger in my car, but at the same time, then she would ask. But no, she didn't say a word to me. She didn't even look at me. She just opened the back door, sat down, and looked at her phone.
Did she put on her seatbelt?
Oh yeah, she did. Yeah. I was very strict with like my seatbelt rule. Everyone in my car wore a seatbelt, but nowadays I couldn't really give a crap. It's really for me. It's just like a personal choice, but at the same time, I feel like
you want to die. That's fine.
Yeah.
See, front seat of my car. Only the front seats have like seatbelt indicators. So as long as the front two have their seatbelt on, I give less of a shit about the back seat. Like,
right.
There's no weight detection or anything back there, so they don't go off. And you know what? If you die, that's on you.
Yeah.
I would think you'd be held liable, though. That's interesting that it doesn't go off in the back seat. Huh.
That's just listen, if you're in the back seat of my car and you don't have your seatbelt on and you die, then that's between you and God. That's
Well, Why are you here today, Joseph Guy? I forgot to buckle my seatbelt again.
It's probably not my problem because I'm probably also dead.
Yeah.
Chris is saying that on his smartphone, just like, yeah, that's what I told him. It's his own problem.
Yep, that's their own problem. Dude, there was actually just recently like a car crash around not where I live here, but back home. Something just flew over my house.
Was the Apache again? They looking for you?
No, it was like way up. No, Scott, you saw the chat. Literally, an Apache fucking flew over like
I did
earlier.
see that chat. That's insane, man.
Yeah,
that's insane.
I don't know where they're coming from or where they're going to, but like I know the National Forest near us is like a popular training spot. But
oh, okay.
I don't know exactly where they're coming from, where they're going to. But what was I saying? What was I saying before that?
Oh, you were saying
you literally just ADHD'd.
I know.
All right, Jordan. That's like the pot called the kettle black.
Let's see, seatbelt, and then
I have a right.
I'm just saying, Chief.
No, you're not wrong.
All right, let the man speak.
Okay, seatbelt, back seat, back seat belt, seat.
Is this like the Atari code or what? What's going on?
Belt, seat, belt, back.
All right,
seat,
Chris.exe is broke. Can we get like Corey in here to like
no
to reset him, please? That'd be actually probably not.
We're talking about
we'll have to. We'll have to.
In your area.
Listen,
Chris,
Tristan, you do that. You do that. There's going to be a lot of moaning involved.
Chris,
yeah,
did you hear me?
I was about to say we're going to put you like a service area. We're not going to record that.
Mm-hmm. What were you saying, Scott?
You were saying something like there was a car accident in your hometown or something.
Oh yeah. They were all of them were drunk, and then let's see, one of them died instantly on the scene.
Oh man!
And one of them died in the hospital, and then one's like was in critical condition, but he's doing better. Two of them, well, one of them I knew in high school, and then one was his brother, and then actually the driver who lived and now has like fucking 2 counts of manslaughter. He actually lived on my street because I remember seeing that fucking truck, and then I didn't see that truck one day, and then I heard about that, and I was like, oh shit. So yeah, wear your seatbelt, kids. Don't drive drunk.
Oh yeah, don't ever drive drunk. That's like one of the dumbest things you could do.
Oh,
that's why Uber's invented it. It's literally to give drunk people rides home.
Talks about not driving drunk, spills my fucking drink.
As long as you're not driving, you know, there's nothing wrong with drinking as long as you're doing it responsibly.
I'm driving this fucking couch.
It's like in Hardline, Battlefield Hardline. One of the Easter eggs was like there actually was like this car you could drive. It was a couch, and the license plate's a couch potato on it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I remember that.
Oh, it was great.
I want to play at least like the campaigns of Hardline or the Hardlines because they seem like they're really good.
Hardline actually campaign was pretty good. I mean, I enjoyed it when it came out, and it's probably one of the better Battlefield campaigns. Which isn't saying much, but
I've never actually played Battlefield Hardline. I regret not being able to play it, but
I played the beginning of it. But go on.
I have some Battlefield news. The voice actor behind Irish, a character in Battlefield 4024, Michael K. Williams, was found dead in his New York City apartment today.
I heard about that. That was insane, and he was really good as Irish in Battlefield 4. He was one of my favorite
characters. Oh, is it the same Irish?
Probably.
I guess it's just him older.
I guess. I don't know.
Kind of like
it makes sense though because 4 would kind of be connected to 2042 because they're like in like the same realm. But because
2042 would technically be Battlefield 5 if Battlefield 5 wasn't
It's like the future Battlefield.
I feel like Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, those two would be connected.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a shame.
It is a shame because he was also in Lovecraft Country, which I have not seen yet, but he was really good in that. He was also in Boardwalk Empire. He was in Lovecraft? He was in the Lovecraft Country, the HBO Max series about I think a Cthulhu monsters loose.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch that.
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's pretty good.
I want to watch it, but I also want to actually read the actual Lovecraft
books.
Books.
Because sorry, go on. What?
No, go ahead real quick. I'm sorry.
No, because I want my writing style to be kind of similar in a way. But I've already explained. I think I already explained that before, but I don't know.
Yeah, they have these big, thick, maybe 4-inch, maybe 5-inch books, really nice hardcover, for $25 or $28 at Barnes and Noble. They have an entire collection, like Beauty and the Beast. They had a Star Wars original trilogy one. That I actually got with a nice cover. There was actually two of them. One had one had Darth Vader and was all black with gold, and the other one was white with black. And it had R2D2 and C3PO on it. So I kind of got that one, but there was a couple. There was an It book with a really nice cover art on it, and some. One Lovecraft book that I noticed. There was just a bunch of different books there.
If I had to guess, it probably was Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, it was Call of Cthulhu. But it's still a H.P. Lovecraft book, which I feel like I would be I feel like I'm more interested in Cthulhu than anything. But then again, I don't know too many other of his works.
I think a lot of people know more about. Yeah, he's had a lot of lore and such, but I think Cthulhu is probably his most famous.
It's his Pennywise. If you could give a.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. So talking about Battlefield, have you guys seen the gameplay for Far Cry 6? Which is
no. I didn't know they released more gameplay for it. We've been waiting more for that.
And a couple of my favorite YouTubers, shout out to G-Man Lives and Level Cap, they talked about it. And it looks really fun. It's a first-person Just Cause. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's beautiful tropical setting. You're going to have older weapons, you'd be running around with an MP40, because you're with the Resistance, and you're trying to take down the guerrilla, the dictator with the guerrillas.
The trailer was cool.
I saw the, I remember seeing in the last kind of, not gameplay trailer, but more reveal trailer, I guess, the last big trailer they put out, with that whole, rocket pack thing.
Oh, yeah, they showed off those, too. They're these backpacks. There's one with mortars that heat sinks with enemies, it just kills them instantly. Ooh. There's another one that is electrical and just shocks, sends out this huge shockwave and takes out enemies. Then there's another one that's a jetpack where you jump up in the air
when you say takes out, do you mean temporarily disables them, or just kills them?
It depends, because they're adding in a whole new system of armor, and this is kind of one of the bad points of it, one of the criticisms. So with armor, the enemies are going to be wearing different layers of armor. So you can have guys essentially in uniforms, you have guys in the middle and in heavy armor. And you need to use special bullet points with them. But the problem is, if you use explosive bullets against a non-armor character, it almost does no damage. Which makes no sense. But
yeah, I guess I can see that as a balancing thing, but doesn't make any realistic sense, which, I mean, Far Cry has always been pretty good about that, except for, New Dawn, but we don't talk about New Dawn.
We don't talk about New Dawn.
We don't talk about New Dawn.
Or Primal.
We don't talk about Primal. No, we don't talk about Primal. But, yeah, I can see the whole armor thing. Like, that's always background kind of been a thing, especially what I've played of, like, 3 and 5.
Oh, yeah.
Especially 3, you've got, like, the little, like, melee guys that'll run at you, or the Molotov guys, that they have, like, basically no armor, like, a couple shots from an AR will put them down. You've got your just regular foot soldiers, you know, just your regular rifle guys that, you know, have some medium armor. Snipers are about the same. You got the heavies, obviously, they take a lot more damage.
Those are more like your juggernauts, with like the heavy machine guns and the flamethrowers.
Yeah, juggernauts. I'm trying to think of someone. There's like the I'm trying to think of like. No, I think that's for the privateers, where you have like the veterans, where they're a little more armored than like.
Oh yeah, those guys are tough.
They're not as armored as the juggernaut, but they're also not like.
They're like mid between a juggernaut and a regular.
Yes, because the privateers are also just harder to kill as well. But, then like 5, you really didn't have that much variation. You basically just had, like, your regular foot soldier who carried either, like, a AR or a shotgun. And you had some melee. Oh, you had the VIPs, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah, that you had those guys, and then you had your heavies, which... I always just found the easiest way to take care of a Far Cry 5 heavy was just chuck a remote explosive at him and then just disintegrate him into a fine red mist.
Oh, yeah. Or if you get the alien guns.
I remember...
God.
And
I have those.
Yeah, you get the alien guns, you're basically God.
The Obliterator. Oh, God.
I don't remember them by name, but I had one that
it's it's the little pistol that shoots a rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I had fun with that.
Of course, I always just do like a 50 cal, an AK, and like. Actually, I picked up. Santi and I started a new. We're doing like a little co-op playthrough, but we're doing it on the infamous difficulty.
Oh my gosh!
Because I haven't completed on that yet, and I wanted to do it. But it's like it's hard. It is hard. But I picked up recently the shovel launcher. Have either y'all used the shovel launcher?
I bought that. Yeah, that's fun.
Oh God, it is beautiful. It is a beautiful piece of machinery.
It really is. It's better than an RPG.
Maybe really.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
The one thing I love about Far Cry was, like, when I was playing 5, I was in the sector with the guy with the orange beard and he looked more Irish. And that was harder. Yeah, Jacobs. Was it Eli? I can't remember the names.
Jacob
John was first.
John was. Well, you could do it in any order. I mean, I've done it in different orders, but yeah, John is Holland Valley. Faith is the Henbane, and then Jacob is Whitetail Mountains. Yeah, Jacob is the cult, like, you know, leader.
The brainwash,
Yeah, and then Eli, who you're thinking of, is like the resistance leader within the Whitetail Mountains, within Jacob's region.
Right. I just remember, like, getting a sniper rifle, getting it suppressed, and getting, like, armor-piercing rounds, and just, like, headshotting everybody. I was like in heaven, because, like, that's the beautiful thing about Far Cry, is like you can do anything you kind of want, and that's what they're going to continue with doing with Far Cry 6. If you want to do stealth, you can do that. And the companions, let me tell you about these companions.
I want Chorizo so
there's
bad.
There's little Chorizo, who's this cute little doggy in a little wheelchair, God bless him. Then there's this Mad Rooster, and boy, howdy, that chicken goes crazy.
I also want the because I like the thing of Chorizo's like little takedown or distraction or something is not him like actually hurting the guard. It's just going up to him and like being all cute, and then you just pop him in the head.
Yep, that's exactly right. And then the chicken will like just violently attack anybody it sees. It's hysterical.
What's the gator?
Guapo.
Guapo, yes.
Bravo's more stealth, and it's hysterical because like you just have this gigantic man-eating alligator running around a little soccer jersey.
I never bought into the companion system, honestly, with 5. It just, the AI was not there. Like, the creativity for him was there. Like, I mean, fucking Cheeseburger, dude. I love cheese. I love Cheeseburger. I love Cheeseburger with my whole heart. But God, they are stupid. All of them are stupid.
They really are. I remember one of the new... I know we don't talk about New Dawn, but like one of the best things it ever did was it actually implemented the companions. I don't know if they're going to do this or not in 6. They could actually ride in your vehicles with you. So instead of having your dog or Cheeseburger run next to you in your truck, he'll be inside of it with you.
Yeah, that was my big thing. Yeah, well, all the human companions would like either ride with you or like with Adeline and Nick, they would, fly. Nick would be in his plane or Adeline would be in a helicopter. But yeah, like Cheeseburger, Boomer, and Peaches, they would all be like running. They would just teleport or something. And it's like, why you did all this effort and you couldn't like just make Boomer hop in the back of the truck or something. Like, come on.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, you couldn't just have cheese. A bear is fully well capable of climbing in the bed of a truck. No, something like a dune buggy or something like that.
Yeah, that's
I don't think a fat fucking grizzly bear is getting in that thing, but like a pickup truck. Oh yeah,
hanging on the back. Oh, that'd be sick.
Cheeseburger just hops in the 50 cal.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Ubisoft, if you're listening to this for whatever reason,
I want an update for Far Cry 5.
I want to get Far Cry 5. Cheeseburger on the 50 cal.
Just mows down anything living it sees.
He's wearing like an old Vietnam uniform too. He's just,
oh man,
they're in the trees. It's just a blast.
You just hear like this loud roar, and then oh God.
Oh man! Now, one thing they did add into Far Cry 6 that I saw, they have like these weapons, like you kind of like they're like built by like homemade weapons. So there's maybe like a flamethrower and some stuff like that. And also, you can ride a horse in this game now too.
Really?
Yeah, there's a whole new horse system, and I'm kind of like I feel like they're copying Red Dead now. But you can ride a horse, and then these special. It does make sense.
Or especially for a resistance like that, using vehicles and all that, gas is a hell of a lot more expensive than horse food.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You can grow horse food. You can grow hay or alfalfa or whatever it needs.
Can we have a gas plant?
What?
Can we grow grass? No, not grass. Gas.
Well, there's natural gas.
You can try.
Isn't really taking on.
Yeah,
no,
you can't just put natural gas straight into a car.
It's not. It's not a serious suggestion. I was just trying to.
I know you can't. Thinking about it, if you think about it, I mean, you could try. Like, I mean, biofuels exist. I don't know how. I'm not exactly sure how hard they are to make, but you could try it.
Oh yeah, my uncle tried to make biodiesel in like his backyard.
I mean, is
that your crazy uncle? All the wood in his backyard?
Yeah. I
mean, there's a dude on TikTok who's like converted his it's like a first gen Cummins or like a first gen Dodge to run off of basically straight used motor oil.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We're really like that one episode. That's
really way off topic.
Where Hyde is like super high. He's like, man, I'm telling you, man, the government's got a car that runs on water, man. Yeah. They're just not telling us, man. Yeah.
Oh, he was my favorite character. Oh my gosh, I always loved Hyde.
He was funny. He was funny as hell. And to think, and I didn't even think about it, but you know that Eric Foreman played Venom in Spider-Man 3.
You know what the sad thing is? I watched this whole thing about the last season of That 70s Show and how it was ruined by Topher Grace's exit. And they said, well, That 70s Show would have been a lot better with Topher Grace, and Spider-Man 3 would have been a lot better without him. So basically, we got screwed both ways. I'm thinking, yeah, we really did. Yeah, that was like just a horrible casting. Like Bane in Batman and Robin.
Wait, the original?
You know the live action movie with George Clooney, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Uma Thurman, and all of them, and Chris O'Donnell. They really butchered Bane in that. Like they really didn't know anything. I don't remember
Bane in that one. I'm gonna be honest with you. Who played him?
This big wrestler guy who tragically died like 3 months after they did the movie. Yeah. But he was just like this big idiot. And if you read the comics, he's completely different. He is big and strong and uses venom.
Really smart.
He's so intelligent. He actually broke. I mean, like he broke Batman and does it like really cool. It's incredible how he does it.
I like
speaking of like DC stuff, I've been watching some more DC stuff. I've been watching like a lot of the animated stuff off HBO.
Ooh, what you been watching, Chris? Do tell. I'm a big DC man.
I watched Superman Red Son.
Oh, that's a good one. Now, I do have a couple problems with that. I will talk about that in a second after you've done your list.
Yeah. I watched the Batman Harley Quinn.
Okay, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. And I have not finished yet, but I started Death in the Family.
Oh, now okay. Death in the Family, that's great. However, if you get the DVD or Blu-ray, it actually is your choice. So you actually can pick and choose how that movie ends and how it goes through it.
Wait, what?
So I'd recommend getting...
I think
it's like a choose your own adventure.
It is. It really is. There's like different endings and all that. It's crazy good too. There's like a lot of stuff they did with it.
Choose your own adventure. Jason Todd dies.
I mean, yeah, you could do that. I mean, if you want to, you can choose like that. You can choose he saves himself. Batman dies. I mean, you there's like all these options you can go through.
I think I do think
can
this
we have
one,
a nuclear option in real life too? Sorry, go on.
Yeah, it's actually see, it's like an hour and 30 minutes, but I've only gotten to like 30 minutes of it, and it's wrapping up near the end. I think it does actually have like all 4, or there's like several, whatever, all the different endings or whatnot. I think it does actually have that. Actually, you know, I'll just pull it up right here.
You look it up, because when I was watching, I was really upset because like there's like multiple different scenes that like I added to it. It's really interesting to see like the difference that like the story can take.
It said there was extras, so that's what I'm trying to pull up right now.
Now, so Superman Red Son, excellent comic book, good choice. My only problem with that is in the comic, Wonder Woman was actually in love with Clark, and they were like a couple basically. And that scene where she breaks her lasso of truth is much more powerful in the comic because she truly loves him, whereas in the movie they made her gay. They're like, oh yeah, I just like you as a friend, but yeah, I'm gonna break my lasso of truth, which is impossible and will probably kill me, but yeah, I'm gonna do it because we're best friends. Woo!
I skipped a few chapters. I don't understand what's happening anymore.
Fair enough.
So that's my only complaint of that. That's the only complaint of that. It's still an excellent movie. It's still an excellent Superman story. Probably one of the best they've ever done. That and Death and Return of Superman.
Uh-huh.
Now, since you're on the DC bench, I don't know. Have you seen Flashpoint yet?
No.
That is an excellent movie. You gotta watch Flashpoint. If you like Aquaman and you like the Aquaman movie, the live action one, I'd watch Throne of Atlantis. That's another excellent Justice League movie. Justice League War is good, and definitely...
Scott, real quick. I'm at, like, the 28-minute mark, and it's starting to wrap up, so I do think it actually does have those extras. I'm trying to get to the description, but it's not letting me. go there, but keep talking while I try and find that.
And also Justice League Doom, which is based off of the excellent story Batman Tower of Babel, or I'm sorry, Justice League Tower of Babel, where Batman's contingency plans for the Justice League get taken over by villains, and they take down the entire Justice League with his plans.
I love that movie.
It's an excellent movie. Kevin Conroy's in it. It's just it's the bomb.
I've seen that numerous times. Not gonna lie. I still do want to watch the entire like all of them, because apparently there's an order to all of them.
There is. I finished. I kind of saw almost all of them. I skipped over a couple. Like Batman Bad Blood is just not good. Hush is okay. The comic's better. But Apocalypse War is excellent. I actually bought that on Blu-ray. It's
that's probably going to be the last one that I'm going to want to watch, because I know like the contents of it.
Right.
But yeah.
All right. It does actually have all of it. It says new takes on the murder of Jason Todd that play out differently. So yeah. And actually it says 4 additional shorts, which are, I don't know what these are, but you'll probably know, Scott, or any of y'all probably know.
I'll probably forget it. A lot of these shorts, which I really like, are like really obscure DC characters, like Dr. Fate. They might do like Jonah Hex or Sergeant Rock or one of the other guys you don't really hear about.
Yeah, Sergeant Rock and the Creature Commandos is one of them.
Oh, I gotta see that now.
And then the other 3 are Adam Strange.
Okay.
The Phantom Stranger and Death.
Oh, he's so good. Phantom Stranger. Jordan, if you're listening, you would like Phantom Stranger. He's kind of similar to Doctor Strange.
All I'm hearing is just like, which one came first, and like, why did they knock off each other?
Well, it's interesting because Doctor Strange in DC is kind of like split into like 4 or 5 different characters, because you have
Dr. Fate,
you have Zatara, Zatanna, Phantom Stranger, Spectre, and
what's that?
You also have Deathman.
They made a movie about him, Constantine.
Constantine, yes. So
I'm interested in Constantine.
Constantine is such a good character.
I want to learn more about him.
They really did justice to him in the movies and the Flash series too, or DC Legends. I can't remember which one he's in. I think DC Legends.
They made a live action movie of him like years ago with
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. I almost said Joaquin Phoenix. With Keanu Reeves, and I have no idea if that movie was good or not, but I have it on DVD. It's funny because all these movies, but yet none of them say like they were DC or Marvel. Like I have the original like Elektra and Daredevil movies on DVD, and they don't even say like Marvel or anything on the cover arts. So like I don't know who was in charge of that.
I don't know either. We go to HBO Max real quick and see what we got. See if we can give you guys.
I'm on it right now too, Scott.
Chris. Once you finish Death in the Family, you have got to watch Batman Under the Red Hood.
Oh my gosh. I see it right next to...
That is an excellent movie. Oh my gosh. It's probably one of the greatest DC animated movies ever made, and Dark Knight Returns.
Okay.
Gotta watch those.
Returns, is that animated or is that...
It is animated. It is based off of the comic book. It is literally like a 1-for-1 panel for shot.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, Dark Knight Returns. I see it. Okay.
2 parts, and it's excellent.
Should I watch, if you'll give me some recommendations or like some ratings here, the Teen Titans Judas Contract?
That, I give that a solid B. It's very good. Very good. It's just it's fun. It is, if you like the Teen Titans, I'd watch it. If you don't give a rat's ass about them,
I do like
Ravens. Okay, then yeah, I definitely would watch it. I would also watch Titans versus Justice League. That was a very good movie.
I was going to ask you about that one.
So Teen Titans Justice League, Judas Contract, I'd actually bumped it up to a B+. The other one, I'd give that a solid B. They're both very good, very fun. They really do justice to Damian Wayne. It's one of the few characters the New 52 movies do well with is actually Damian Wayne. Which I'm like, huh?
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Yeah, see, there's the Under the Red Hood.
Oh, fat A+, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
Okay. Oh, I see. Justice League Flashpoint Paradox.
Oof, yeah. That's what kicks off the whole New 52.
I've heard that's a big iffy movie. Like, it's good, and then it's also, like, bad.
You mean the animated movie?
Yeah, the animated movie. Well, I didn't know there was a live action.
Well, they were sort of kind of doing a live action movie, but then they completely changed it with Keaton and company.
I see something to Scott. You said something earlier about like the death of Superman. I see the death of Superman.
Yes. So that's another 2-part movie. It's the death and return of Superman. I have not seen this yet because I'm reading the comic book omnibus. It is probably one of the biggest.
I see death of Superman, but I don't see return.
I think it actually might be Reign of the Superman. I think it's actually like 3 movies.
Yeah.
Death of Superman, Reign of the Superman, and I think Return of Superman's in Reign, or vice versa.
I see Death of Superman, and then I see Reign of the Superman. So
yeah, that's an excellent storyline.
They just don't have one, I guess. They don't have the one of them.
I think Reign actually is because the Supermen come in. There's like Cyborg, Superboy, Steel, a few others, and Clark returns in the black suit. Which is why people were like advocating the black suit and Snyder Cut so much, because like we need the black suit, and it's really cool. So
yeah, I'm looking. Actually, wait, hold on. I think there's like a whole. There it is. There's a whole page for Superman. So let me try and see.
All-Star Superman?
My God, it's got the old Superman movie.
It does. Now, on the top of that list, you should watch All-Star Superman. That's another excellent animated movie.
I think I saw it earlier. Yeah. Let's see.
And then another like fun, like kind of popcorn movie that's just a lot of action, great overall storyline is Batman, Superman, Public Enemies.
I see it right. Yeah, I see it right here.
That's another excellent movie. I'd highly recommend that one too. Really cool art style too.
Let's see.
We've turned this entire podcast into DC anime movie recommendation.
Hey, that's what we're all about. Just
man.
That's what the podcast is about. It's just chilling.
Now,
chilling.
Now you said you like Titans. I would try out Titans. See how you like that.
Yeah, the new Titan series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll try it. Okay, see the oh my God, there's like the old Batman movies with fucking Cesar Romero Joker. Ooh.
Oh, I love them. I love that's what.
Did you know? Wait, I remember. One of my friends pointed out to me, and I don't know if you ever noticed it, but Cesar Romero refused
to shave his mustache. He painted over it.
And you could see it under the face paint.
Yes, you can. It's one of the best things ever because he's like, I'm not shaving it. And like, all right, fine, we'll just paint over it.
Is this actual?
Now, Chris, also Batman Assault on Arkham is excellent. That is parallel to the Arkham universe. It's like kind of in it, but it isn't. Excellent Suicide Squad movie. Excellent Batman movie. Let's see here. I've not seen Gotham.
Because I saw this one and I thought it was like the actual Adam West Batman, but it's not. It's like Batman: Return of the Caped Crusaders.
Yes. That actually is. It's animated. They actually got Adam West, Julie Newmar, and
Adam West's voice in that.
Not Burt Reynolds. What's his name? Who plays Robin? Oh, Burt Ward. They got him back like before Adam West died to do like 2 final movies with him in it.
Okay.
And they're just fun. If you'd like the original 66 series, watch it.
I love the Adam West Batman, and who plays his Joker?
Chris, you are my favorite person now. Caesar, it's not Cesar Romero because he tragically died like after the show, came out. But they got it. Jeff Burgum, he does a pretty good job. I mean, it's not the same, but it's pretty good.
I love the I love the one short. No, I love that one clip out of it that's like, "You may talk, big Batman, but if you were here, I'd pound you to a pulp."
Oh, yeah.
Walks through the door and like, "Start pounding, Joker."
Start pounding, Joker.
I love that.
There's another one.
I love that one.
There's another one in the movie Return of the Caped Crusader. He's like, we have to go after the Joker. Quick, Batman. He's like, hold on there, Robin. It's like, what's wrong, Batman? He's like, jaywalking is a crime. Use the crosswalk. It's just...
I love seeing like a non-serious Batman sometimes. Like
I do too.
It does show a little bit in that one, the Batman and Harley Quinn that I watched. There's a little bit of like non-serious Batman, but it's just funny sometimes to watch like really serious characters just break out of it sometime.
Have you seen the animated series at all, Chris?
Whoa, which animated series?
Batman the animated series that came out in the 90s.
No.
Okay, drop everything you're doing right now, leave the podcast, and go watch the entire thing.
No, you can't just tell him to delete the podcast. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, come on, Scott.
Or watch in the background. I don't care. That is excellent.
Okay,
I see it right probably the most closest comic book accurate TV series for Batman. It is fun. It is dark. It is edgy. It is incredible.
Oh, yeah. I've seen like clips out of this one too, because doesn't Robin like, this is one where Joker like breaks Robin, isn't it?
Yes, that's in Batman Beyond, which is the follow-up series.
Oh, yeah.
And in Batman Return of the Joker, yeah, that was dark.
Oh my god, no! Oh.
Wait, what did you say that he did? He broke him?
Like tortured him to like the point of like just fucking his.
Yeah, I thought you said something else. I'm sorry.
And like he like turned him into Joker, and then like he like huge spoiler, he kills him in the end.
Yeah, I've seen the entire, or not seen, but not the entire thing, but like I know a lot about that.
Mm-hmm. And then Chris, once you're watching the animated series, there are 3 movies. There's Mask of the Phantasm, Batman, Mr. Freeze, and Mission of the Batwoman. Those are all excellent. Mask of the Phantasm especially is just incredible.
Oof, Jesus Christ. Oh, the season 2 or 3 are reasonable. It's like 20 and 24. Season 1 is 65 episodes. Holy shit!
Really? I think
what's the show again?
Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
Dear gosh.
I was thinking about doing The Brave and the Bold.
Brave and the Bold is also excellent. If you like a fun Batman based in. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I need to just go, please.
So that Batman, I love that Batman a lot because I originally read a lot of the Silver Age comics, and that's what that Batman is based off of.
Nice.
So you can get like fun, goofy kind of Batman stories, but still are serious and are just excellent. They're really just fun. And you're going to meet so many obscure DC characters in this show.
Oh, I remember watching as a kid.
I'm like, oh, they actually got the Challengers of the Unknown, Enemy Ace, Jonah Hex. I mean, the list goes on.
I like Plastic Man. That's where I first found out about Plastic Man.
Plastic Man? Oh, he's a card.
And maybe Blue Beetle, too. But remember, I did told you that I did originally watch a couple episodes of Justice League Young Justice. And then that's originally how I found about Blue Beetle. And now they're making a movie about him. And did we cover this already? They hired the main actor who is going to be playing the part of Jaime Ramirez.
They picked the perfect guys.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but it's the guy from Cobra Kai. I think it's a perfect casting.
It is perfect casting. Chris, side note, watch Batman Year One. That's another excellent movie.
See it right here.
That's another excellent.
What did you say about Batman Beyond? You said watch
Batman Beyond
the animated series?
Is the follow-up series to the animated series. It follows. It's kind of like a Lucy follow-up, and that's where you get Terry McGinnis Batman, who takes over for Bruce after Bruce retires. It's really good. It's very futuristic, very cyberpunk.
I see it. I just kind of scroll through the episode, but yeah.
Here's a couple movies you should not watch. Batman: The Killing Joke. The comic book graphic novel is beyond excellent. It is the darkest, one of the most definitive Joker stories. However, the movie is terrible. Do you want to hear why?
Yeah, I see it right here.
Okay. They have Batman sleep with Batgirl, and Batman in this movie is about 40, and Barbara Gordon's about 20. So we're like, nope. So yeah, we were like, it was a huge shock to everybody. Everybody hated it because the comic's very short. It's barely like 20 pages. The Batman: The Killing Joke movie.
Oh yeah, I actually was gifted that comic.
The comic's excellent.
I still have it in it's practically in mint condition. I haven't opened it.
You might want to keep it like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I've watched the movie, and I was a bit surprised. Not gonna lie.
It is a total just craps on the original story. And it's a shame though because Mark Hamill gives one of the best performances of Joker, but it's just totally.
Oh, are you saying the movie wasn't
good? No, well, hold on. The movie wasn't good because of the whole Barbara Gordon Batman romance thing. They forced these two to together. It's really
I didn't think
weird.
Those two went together, even though I watched it when I was 14.
However, the Joker scenes and Kevin Conroy scenes, where it's just those two, are excellent.
Oh yeah,
it's one of those you skip the first half hour and you're good, or just literally look up the Joker scenes online and you're fine.
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, I actually I've been looking while y'all were talking about that, and the that Dark Knight Returns is actually divided up into two parts.
It is, and it's excellent. It's Frank Miller's that and Year One are probably his best Batman work.
Now,
what
year did that movie come out?
That came out 2012, maybe 2013. Yeah, 2012.
With Christian Bale, right?
Are you talking about The Dark Knight Returns? Are you talking about the anime movie? Or are you talking about The Dark Knight with Christian Bale?
No, you guys are talking about the anime.
We're talking about the anime comic book movie.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
Why do they have fucking Two-Face and Harvey Dent as two separate roles? Makes no sense.
That's so funny.
It's the same guy.
Funny story about that. So, Chris, since you
I guess it's the same of why they have Batman and Bruce Wayne as two different roles. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get that either. So, Chris, this is an interesting story. With Batman 66, sorry to cut you off there. Originally, Two-Face was going to be played by the legendary actor Clint Eastwood. And they're going to have Poison Ivy in it. They're going to have a couple other characters. It was supposed to be really good. However, the show got canceled, and they destroyed the $1 million, very expensive Batcave and did not bring it back. So Batman vs. Two-Face is kind of like that, redone. It's like those lost episodes. It's kind of like a lost episode. And if you really love the Batman 66 series, they did release all of it on Blu-ray, and you can get the comic books, which are like a follow-up. It's fun.
The last time I was in a comic store, I was not there for the comics.
He was there for the ladies.
I was there for a fucking punk rock show.
He was there for
the Playboy magazines.
No.
What band was it playing at the comic book store? I'm curious.
It was some local bands near me. They're actually pretty good. If you want to look it up on Spotify, I'll send you a link.
What's the name?
Dude?
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Oh, fuck.
That's a great band.
Wait.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know the name.
Okay, sorry, I had to clear my throat. There was 3 bands. One of them was Come In Travis, Zelotros, I think.
Sounds kind of familiar.
And then Orphan Riot.
Orphan Riot, I like that. Just a bunch of orphans rioting in
we didn't actually stay. My friend had to go home for something, so we didn't actually stay for their set. But the first 2 were really good. The first one, Come In Travis, they had a female like backup vocalist, and she did a cover of These Boots Were Made for Walking. You know that song?
Mm-hmm. By Nancy Sinatra.
She did like a they did like a punk cover of that song, and it was actually really good. But yeah, I can send the links to the Spotify page if you want me to. I don't know how much y'all like punk, but
I do.
If you listen to the shit that I listen to, I don't think it would even compare.
George is like all anime music.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I know someone that used to do that,
Big
though.
Boss.
Huh? What Big Boss?
I said that's me.
Oh, yeah, no, that's
I have a lot of anime music on my Spotify.
I think we pumped that out.
The last time I checked on Tristan when his status said Spotify, I think it was like fucking Shots, I think was the song he was listening to.
Yeah,
which made sense because you put it in the the last Sea of Chiefs video.
Yeah, that's probably what I was doing, because I don't really listen to that song.
Does it ever show? Does it ever show Spotify as my thing? Because
I think sometimes, but I didn't really look into it.
Yeah, because I have it linked to my Discord, but it I guess maybe it just doesn't show on me when I'm using it, but I don't know. It's probably whenever I have both windows open at the same time, it doesn't show Spotify as my status, because I actually have Discord open, so it just shows online. I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. No. Yeah.
Also, big news. The Justice League Snyder Cut got a physical release.
Nice.
They finally released it.
Nice, finally.
Pretty sure it's on the here.
Oh, it is, but people were dying for a Blu-ray copy. They were like, oh, I must get a Blu-ray copy. I probably will get one, honestly, for Christmas. Because I loved it so.
Should I watch both of them, or should I just watch?
No, just watch the Schneider Cut. If I'm
just watch the Schneider Cut if you want to tear out your eyeballs and kill yourself. Well, you watch the Whedon Cut.
You're gonna need to watch Batman v Superman, but there's the extended cut, or it might be called something else.
Like the Ultimate Edition.
There was the theory that both films are canon: the Snyder Cut and the Joss Whedon.
Yep, because
I heard about that. I did hear about that.
Because to basically sum it up, this is I think Film Theory's theory. So I officially gave out the so I'm not stealing ideas here. Sorry,
I was gonna say without spoils, because I think he said he hadn't seen it yet.
Oh, Chris hasn't seen it yet?
Thanks, Chris. Oh, he said go ahead.
Hey, go ahead. Okay. So, basically, the one little detail that, kind of separates the two was, that in the Joss Whedon cut, Batman never, what's the word? Mentions that he saw Barry before, in that vision that he had in Batman v Superman, where he came back and said Lois Lane is the key. He didn't mention that in the Whedon cut, and then in the Snyder cut he did. Now, what it was what the idea is, it's two different timelines. One, the Joss Whedon cut, where Barry never went back to tell Batman that, quote unquote, Lois Lane is the key, and it ended up in that little nightmare scenario that we saw at the end of Snyder Cut, and basically Snyder Cut everything except for like the last few things that we saw was of the timeline where Barry did go back.
I see the Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition.
Watch that one.
Okay.
If you haven't already seen the movie.
That's actually the only one that's on here.
Oh, nice. Okay,
now that I look at the other one. And Scott, I see what you were talking about earlier, the Batman to Mr. Freeze, Sub-Zero.
That's a great movie. It really does a great job with Mr. Freeze and that whole character. It's
and then
really...
Batman versus Two-Face.
Yep, that's the continuation of the 66 series. That was actually Adam West's last performance, tragically.
Okay. And then I'm trying to see... Okay, so... Justice League, there's like... When did this one come out? This is 2017.
That's the bad one. Just me moving on.
just don't touch that.
Don't even touch it. It's terrible. Just watch Snyder Cut.
Okay, so I'm trying to see.
It's at the very bottom because they put Zack Snyder. Because it's Z, so Zack Snyder, and then Justice League is at the very bottom of the DC list of A through Z.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay, there's two. There's just Zack Snyder's Justice League, and then there's Zack Snyder's Justice League. Justice is Gray.
It's literally the one is in black and white, which is Justice is Gray.
Both of them are in black and white.
I don't know why they made one that was in black and white. Like, what's the purpose?
I just cinematically.
For fun?
And now, Chris, the other one is in color. It's just like you gotta start it. Like, oh, it's in color.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zack Snyder's Justice League is color.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
And then the Justice is Gray is actually like black and white, just because.
Correct.
I guess we gotta do a watch party for Snyder Cut again.
Oh, I'm down. 4 glorious hours of pure DC content.
Yeah, even though we made it, we did it in like 2 weeks. I think.
We did.
We did it in 2 days.
Are you sure?
It took us like 3 weeks to watch it. Because I'm like, we gotta watch this now. Or else I'm gonna watch. I like threatened the channel.
Yeah. I have been rewatching the Teen Titans. I just hadn't finished it yet. I'm like,
I love that show.
Wait, what's Teen Titans? Oh, the original one.
The original. I'm on season 4, episode 3.
Wow, you've made it pretty far.
That's the last season.
I've been watching it for like a while, like since June, but I haven't touched in a little while.
Oh, and Chris, you've got to watch Young Justice. That is an excellent DC series.
Yeah, when I'm getting to season 4.
Oh, dude, October 21st, I heard was like the release date. We're gonna get more DC fandom.
Okay.
Has that event come out yet?
Has
that event come out yet? Fandom?
Oh, it's the 16th of October. It's going to be Young Justice. You're going to get a little sneak peek of the Injustice movie, animated movie.
And Shazam.
You're going to see more Shazam, Black Adam, the Batman movie, Gotham Knights. And you could see Blue Beetle, Batgirl. You could hear some stuff about those movies coming out to HBO Max.
Oh, they're doing a Batgirl.
Yes, they hired Leslie Grace to do it.
Because the show on CW just did not do.
That's Batwoman, and it's so bad.
Did they cancel that show?
No, because they're trying to make it's so woke and so political. They're never going to cancel it. And people who hate on the show are like, "Hey, you can't hate on a black main character because that's racist," even though the storyline is terrible.
They did recast the character, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
That's so.
And there's some. I mean, they did one really cool thing they actually had Kevin Conroy play Batman, but he was like just like this total failure of the character. It's a shame that it's like Kevin Conroy's live action performance as Batman was like this horrid version of him.
Fortunate.
It is.
Oof.
It's Kevin Conroy, like for many people, it's like the definitive version of Batman. Like,
Right. Anyways, more news. I don't know. I lost it. Where is it? Okay, right here. Xbox is now the official console of Battlefield 2042, thanks to a Microsoft partnership with DICE and EA.
I think that are we getting that on Game Pass?
EA Play.
Yeah, but you have EA Play if you have Game Pass Ultimate.
I do.
Yeah, if it's anywhere, it's gonna be put on EA Play. I don't think they'll put it on there day one, but I don't know. They might.
For some odd reason, I could be wrong.
I just really hope they don't pull like. I really hope they don't pull the GTA with it, because, and what I mean by that is like, when I started playing GTA like a year or so ago in like March at the start of lockdown, I started playing it, and then they took it off of Game Pass, and I was like, I was already like level 80 or something by that time, in like just a couple months or so. I was like, well, shit, I can't stop now. I've made good progress, and I have good stuff. It's like, damn, I can't stop now. So I bought it for $30, and then like a few months later, they put it back up. I was like, come on now.
Why
is? But that's what I'm hoping is they don't like put it up there and then take it down after like 2 months, and then
put it up, take it down. Put it up, take it down. Put it up, take it down.
Yeah, I feel like that is something they would try to especially EA would try to pull, is like put it up for like 2 or 3 months so everybody makes like decent progress and stuff. As far as I'm sure someone will have I'm sure as soon as it releases, someone will have the game everything unlocked within like the first 2 days, but or not even probably within like the first day, because some people just don't go outside. But yeah, I hope they really don't pull. I really hope they don't do that. It's like put it up for 2 or 3 months so everybody's like having fun and doing making decent progress and everything, and then just pull it off in like a forced play to make everyone buy it. Because I would not put it past EA to do that, but also I feel like if they're doing a partnership, they wouldn't. But who knows? Because I know like Forza Horizon 5 is going straight to Game Pass, obviously because it's Microsoft Studios.
This one, it might be doing the same thing. I heard a while ago when it was first announced that it was going straight to Game Pass. And it was like one of the big, like, whoa, like moments. Like, whoa. Big next-gen title on Game Pass. Yeah,
I feel like doing that kind of thing is like a good and bad thing, because, I mean, well, is in the case of like Horizon 5, it's a Microsoft Studios game, so it's directly produced by Microsoft, pretty much. And so you're already paying Microsoft. Well, I mean, I'm paying them $15 a month for Ultimate, and if you have Game Pass, just Game Pass, you're already paying $10, and then plus whatever you're paying for Live. It's like they're already making money by you just having Ultimate or Game Pass. So it's like they're not. You don't really know how much, if they're losing, if they're making a profit on it. But like, I guess like an extraneous company like EA, they're not going to make that initial like big sales of several 100,000 copies or whatnot within the first 2 weeks or whatever. It's I don't know.
No, you're totally right. I mean, they could easily get us all hooked on that sweet Battlefield 24 then pull it away from us.
Yeah, or even whenever I don't know what the next Bethesda game is to be coming out, but with Bethesda being bought out by Microsoft, and now all Bethesda titles. I can't even hear what Tristan said.
What is that? Fallout 360. I can see them doing that. Hey kids, we'll play Fallout 76 again. Well, here it is remastered, Fallout 360.
Fallout 75.
Listen, if they remaster 76 and it doesn't have fixed bugs, I'm gonna drive up there to fucking Bethesda headquarters I'm gonna punch Todd right in his fucking face.
Well, Chris, here's something for you. You know they're re-releasing Skyrim again for the Xbox Series X.
Oh my god! Of course they are.
It is called the Skyrim Very Special 10th Anniversary, or no, not 30th, 10th Anniversary Edition.
They will do anything except release Elder Scrolls 6. They will do anything except release the next one.
It's kind of getting annoying at this point.
Listen, if they,
I think they're aware that it's a joke.
They better make Fallout 5 really good, or else I'm just gonna go up there to Bethesda HQ with a fucking electric cattle prod and just tase Todd right in his nutsack.
Yeah.
Who are you tasing?
Todd
Howard.
Yeah.
Why are we tasing Todd Howard?
If you were here, if the co-owner was here to participate in the podcast, he'd know.
Less than 5 minutes to go deal with some fucking killer wasp. Okay.
Thank you. No, not the wasps.
Not the wasp.
I had to get my dog out of the way. Oh,
did you grab? Story. Did you grab your little pellet gun?
No.
What was that? You had some kind of gun or something.
Yeah.
I
want one of those salt guns that literally shoot salt, and they just kill them instantly.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. I have one of those, but instead of a salt gun, it's just an actual shotgun.
So guess what? Bethesda is releasing also. They're releasing that game Starfield.
Yeah, well, no, Starfield for a little bit.
Well, we got that short little trailer at E3 is it 2 years ago now?
As most,
and I've heard nothing else about it.
They talked a little bit more about it recently, but nothing.
All I know is Space Cowboys, and that's it.
It was a game called Starfield on the Nintendo Switch.
It's coming out. It looks okay. I'm not impressed on it.
Or unless we're talking about some different game.
Starfield is not out. You're thinking of Starlink, Jordan.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Starlink. Jordan. She's in prison, Gromit.
Come on, Gromit. We've got to hide the body.
Gromit!
There's
no There's no cheese in prison, Gromit.
It's madness.
You haven't heard that, Scott?
Oh, that's right. I have not.
You never seen Wallace and Gromit? What's wrong with you?
I have not.
No childhood.
What? Oh, that's right. They're making. That's right. Arcane's releasing Deathloop, which looks interesting. But it's gonna be a PS. It's this game where you're an assassin in this 60s city, and you have to go and kill multiple people. It's maybe the people who made Dishonored. So.
Oh, okay.
I think it's gonna be pretty good. I'm gonna wait for it to come to PC or Xbox. Just wait for it to come to Game Pass.
I did kind of start playing Dishonored 2. It's pretty good.
They're all excellent, especially the first one. In my eyes, was one of the greatest stealth games. I don't even know how. It's just one of those obscure games that did really well.
Yeah, another kind of just spoof game that I played just because I was on Game Pass and actually really enjoyed is Super Hot.
Oh, yeah.
I need to play that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, Super Hot's pretty good. It is. I've been playing it, and it's pretty good. The progression is just weird, but yeah, it's good. It's fun to play. But
has anyone seen the movie Evil Dead 2?
No.
With Bruce Campbell and Ash Williams? No one?
I know what you're talking about because I've seen it like on HBO Max here. But
I just saw it last Friday, and boy, I tell you what, that's one of the best movies. Whew. That's an excellent horror movie.
Let's see, because I was looking through. What was I looking for? Yeah, I went to like the TCM section on HBO because I was looking for something.
Anyways, back to Evil Dead 2. It is an excellent horror movie from the 80s, starring Bruce Campbell. It's about this guy who gets stuck in this cabin, and like there's like demon zombies that come. It's really good. I can't do justice to it. I'd highly recommend it, especially if you're in the mood for horror movies and like Halloween's like right around the corner. I'd highly recommend it.
It is getting to that season. It's getting to spooky season.
I love it.
I actually I've been hopped up on coffee for the past like few days. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go to sleep tonight, but the point is, I went to Wawa and I got coffee, and they already got their pumpkin spice stuff out.
Oh no!
They got
I know that much.
Oh my god, pumpkin spice and like with a little, I got like fat free French vanilla. Oh my god, it's good. Yeah, it's really good.
Nice. Yeah,
Anyway,
Tristan,
Jordan,
you sound like you're fucking hopped up on caffeine.
Yeah. That's like all the liquids that I consumed for the past.
Are you scratching your neck right now, big man?
Can I scratch my neck?
Huh?
Why do I need to scratch my neck?
He's like it's like a nervous titch. Like you need that.
Oh,
like a crackhead thing.
Oh no, wait, no, I'm good. It's just So I just normally don't really drink coffee, but like I had a situation that called for it, and
No, we know.
We know, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, you start hallucinating after I think. Well, I think I was like 30. Huh?
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. You start hallucinating after a while of like not sleeping. It's.
Did I tell you?
Yeah, you did know that.
Yeah, didn't I tell you the time when I was raiding with this kid in my Destiny 2 clan? He literally hadn't slept for like 72 hours, and he started like joking around like randomly about weird shit, and he would randomly just start like laughing like high pitched and sounded like a fucking witch. I'm not kidding you. We had to like coax him into going to bed, or he was going to die. That's an actual like thing that you can die from.
Yeah, I remember there was like points where I was like driving around, and I had a friend with me in the passenger seat for the most of the time, and then there was a point where she split off somewhere else, and I swore to God, like it was almost like every 5 seconds, I swore that she was still in my passenger seat for the 30 minutes that she wasn't there. Yeah. I kept on looking over, realized that she wasn't there, but each time I looked back on the road, I swear to God, I saw her looking down at her phone in the corner of my eye. It was bad, and then she hallucinated something after a while. It was, oh my God, that's what we decided. Yeah, we're gonna take shifts and have like, it was I mean,
It was crazy, dude.
It really was. The past 3 days have not been normal at all. But we're.
It was.
I know, because I just caught like bits and pieces. Not to like talk about it too much, but yeah, I just caught like bits and pieces because I was out of town where just not good reception. So I was just,
I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't realize I wasn't doing it into general, but I was like, both of the people that are around my area are seeing this because both Scott and Jordan responded. So I was like, okay, that's good enough. So I just didn't really bring the conversation over to general, but
yeah, you just
but anyway,
kept one chat, but
yeah,
yeah. All right,
but yeah, I mean everything's fine now, but I'm not gonna really go into too much detail of like what it was because I was out of respect for the family, but
right.
But yeah, everything's resolved now. And
that doesn't really make it a podcast subject.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, I can still talk about my experiences about like sleep deprivation and I was going through you guys know like sticker bushes? Like ones with like little tiny like balls.
Those aren't even sticker bushes, bro. I don't know what they are, but trust me, those aren't sticker bushes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like the little like green balls that like stick to your clothes.
Yeah.
Monkey balls?
Okay.
No, Scott. Those are brown and they're like dead.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They might be the same thing. These things just might be fresher. But anyway, they were like small little like green balls that stick to your clothes, right?
Yeah,
I went through.
You're talking about Stansburg.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Chris, he would know.
Yeah, Chris would know actually. Yeah, he's literally
He's nature man.
He's our forestry guy.
Well, I mean, Sandspurs aren't a tree, but hold up.
These are nature guys.
Oh yeah, they're a bush. But anyway, I had them all over my clothes, which wasn't really a problem until I went to like go use the restroom, and when I did, some of them actually fell in my pants and in the underwear. And once I put everything back on, I was in a whole different world of pain and uncomfortableness.
Here you go. It's in the topics. Those things.
Yeah, looks like a cactus. Oh my gosh! Tristan, oh gosh.
Wait, no, Tristan. I don't think those were them.
They weren't as sharp, but they definitely resemble.
These things were smooth. Yeah, they look like that, but these things were like kind of smooth.
I think
they still stuck to your clothes.
They were still itchy, Jordan.
Sandsburg might be more like a southern thing. I don't know.
I've never seen it up here.
There. Yeah,
I don't know. It was not a good experience at all after that.
No, imagine not.
Tristan, how much did you sleep after the events
was resolved? Oh my god! So we were literally like, we got the news that everything was fine right before me and I'm going to call her Jessie decided to go to sleep. So
how long did you sleep?
After sorry. I was just about to say, I think I slept for a good 12 hours, actually.
Not bad.
Nice.
Yeah. We came back around 10:15. No, sorry, 10:45 is when we received the news, and then next thing I knew, it was like 10 in the morning. So it was like a good 11 to 12 hours. But originally, we were supposed to just take a shift, like, we were supposed to. Her and I were supposed to wake up around like 4 instead. But since we heard the news that everything was fine, we just we got a good night's rest after that.
That's good.
Yeah,
dude, I was at a party when I came back. I was real upset that I had to leave. I'm not gonna lie, because I hope you know that I would have stayed longer. And I literally just like slept at this event that I had to go to. Like I didn't interact with anyone.
Yeah, it was insane. And the one thing I really love about like my job now is that instead of like Amazon would have just like
they fired you.
I don't know. Yeah, like it depends on how much time I had. Amazon would not ask; they would just be like, "Yeah, you're done. Get out of here." But no, because
you're not real personable.
But for my job, like it's like policy, I think, to like call out 2 hours before at the very least, before your shift. And I called out 40 minutes before my shift.
Damn.
Yeah, because of the thing that happened. But when I came back to work today, my boss was... I should have expected that they would have been very understanding, but she was very understanding on the situation. And she just...
That's good.
She actually just checked up on me to see if I was all right. So, yeah, it's... I really like the job that I'm at now. Amazon is just terrible. They'll
really care that much about your feelings.
Not at all. They'll sit you like right next to a flaming hydrogen bomb and just let you pack. I'm not even joking. I'm sure I told this story so many times to you guys, but I haven't really said the. I don't think I said it in the podcast. I don't know if I told Scott.
I don't think you did. I would have remembered.
So, oh yeah, I told you, Chris.
I don't think you have.
All right. So basically, it was peak season, and we were all working like 6 days of the week, 10-hour shifts. And we have these giant machinery. We call them order pickers, but most people would probably know them as cherry pickers. And they use hydrogen, some kind of form of hydrogen, as a fuel source. Now, whenever you're trained to work on these things, they tell you multiple times hey, these things are highly flammable and they could explode. So if you don't fuel it the right way, then you are endangering yourself and everyone else around you. And they also said that the flames burn invisible. You won't see the flames.
Yeah, hydrogen burns extremely hot.
Yeah.
Especially if it's that condensed. Yeah.
Exactly.
Incredible.
So what happened was an order picker came in with a bunch of whatever in the pack area, with a bunch of items to be packed out, and we heard a loud pop, and all of a sudden we actually see actual flames coming from underneath the order picker.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so one of the Tier 1 associates, Rob, went over to the fire extinguisher, which has directions on how to use it printed on there so that any regular Joe can just do whatever.
He does he just picks up the fire extinguisher and throws it at...
No, he didn't. No, he didn't do that. No, but he was getting ready to use it because there was a hydrogen bomb on fire, and management came over and first of all told everyone to keep on packing, don't look at it, just keep on packing, and told Rob, hey, don't do that, safety needs to come over here to assess the situation. There's a hydrogen bomb on fire. About a good 5-10 minutes go by, finally safety comes over there, they stare at it for a good 5 or another 10 minutes, and then they decide, let's evacuate the building. And it took them between 15 to 20 minutes to come to that conclusion, hey, there's a hydrogen bomb on fire. Maybe, just maybe we should... I don't know. Yep. Maybe, I don't know, Jeff would be all right with this, but maybe we should evacuate the building.
You're losing time off task, Tristan.
Yeah, exactly. And oh my god, that place was terrible.
My gosh.
Yeah, that's
via the grace of God, you made it out of their life. I'm surprised the whole place didn't explode.
Yeah, and I was almost about to quit whenever they told us that we could go back to work after a long time, because our theory was that, like I said at the beginning, we were working 6 days out of the week. So, and there was also probably 3 times as much people there because it's peak season. They hire a bunch of other people on. So there's no machinery getting any type of rest at all. So our theory was that they overused the OP. And if they overused that OP, they overused every OP in the building at that point. So, if that OP really bursted into flames, every single other one has a good potential of bursting into flames. I almost quit that night when they told us to go in there thinking that was the case. But apparently what really happened was one of the batteries from like the scanners got underneath the OP and actually just like busted. And whenever those things get crushed, they just go into flames. That's why the flames were visible.
That makes actually a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense. So they weren't... I guess they didn't really send us back in the building after an OP bursted into flames on its lonesome. But at the same time, they still stared at it for a good 20 minutes, told an associate do not put out the fire, and told everyone else to go back to packing while there's a hydrogen bomb.
See, I would have at least told people, if I was in charge, at least get out the damn door.
Exactly.
You know
but no, they had... management
It
said, we have to have safety assess the situation. And I'm like, you either put out the fire, evacuate the building, or do a little bit of both.
No, if I was the one who picked up the fucking fire extinguisher, what I would have done to that goddamn management person was I would have put a short burst right in their fucking eyes and then put out the fire. My job be damned.
Oh,
There's
man.
a fucking hydrogen bomb about to go off in this bitch.
Yeah.
Safety be damned. I'm putting out a fire.
Yeah.
And then they'd really be liable. And then like there would be like thousands of lawsuits and whatnot.
It was real. It was right in front of me too. I was talking to one of my friends, and I just heard the pop, and I looked over. I saw smoke and flames.
Talking to a
I was water spidering. I was water spidering.
Is Tristan going to replace us with his Amazon friends?
No,
like all the time.
I haven't. They probably feel like I ditched them. I have not spoken to any of them like for a while. I've only spoken to this one guy named Zach. He's a really cool guy, but other than that, I haven't really spoken to any Amazon people in a while.
Fair enough.
Shout out to my Amazon people.
What a crazy work story, my gosh.
Yeah.
That's insane.
They really don't care about their people, and it shows. There was one time where they wrote up the entire pick team for time off task, the entire team, and they could not physically do their job. They did not have the tools to do their job. It's a long story why they didn't have it, but it was physically impossible for them to actually do their job. Like, they were all waiting for basically a certain equipment that had to be met. And they all got written up for TOT.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
They did not care at all.
I'm surprised there's not a union. Well, I think they actually switched to union. I'm surprised they're not unionized yet.
They're not unionized, and it actually came out to where Amazon managers and I think process assistants, which are kind of like managers but kind of like a step down, are actually trained to listen in on little bits and pieces of conversation that may inspire a union and shut it down immediately.
Interesting.
I think that actually came out, which I'm pretty sure is illegal, but Amazon will pay whoever they want.
Kind of under the table.
Yeah. They see, like, my thing was when we were going to be just essential only items, and I get that shoes are essential. My facility was mainly shoes. We kept putting out these like really nice, like $100, $200, even more than that dollar shoes, instead of the work shoes. Like, I can understand putting down our ship goals and just doing the work shoes like boots. We had like special Skechers for like nurses, especially nurses at that time, nurses and doctors, because it's the middle of a pandemic, and all that stuff. And that
you're giving out Jordans and LeBrons and whatnot.
Exactly. Like, we're in the middle of a pandemic, people are dying. Little Timmy in California does not need his pair of Nikes. That's not a need. It really isn't.
No, it's not at all.
Amazon. Amazon paid off some kind of official and said that we're all essential. So
I bet you, like, one of these days, a lot of this stuff is going to come out. Like the horror, it already has.
Yeah, it's already starting, and I hope there's one show I want to try to get on. It's called Amazon Unprimed. I saw it on like Facebook when I was just scrolling through for whatever reason. Like, you know, I'm a 40-year-old.
Facebook.
I have Facebook.
But anyway, I saw it. And I kind of want to try to get on the show, but we'll see what happens. You know, try to get on there, shout out, you know, this podcast, but we'll see what happens, because like I got stories to tell from Amazon. I really do.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But yeah,
no, I didn't know that it was actually on. That. It shocks me they haven't started, like, because, like, I don't know what's going on with the American political system. It surprised me that not more and more labor, like, laws and stuff have come out for Amazon, unless they're just bribing officials, which is probably the case.
Yeah,
they're bribing officials, 100%.
I'm telling you right now, this is like, we're kind of going full circle from, like, the days of the old factories, like forcing you to work like 16-hour days and stuff like that.
We've
gone
back to like the start. We've gone back almost to like the start of the Industrial Revolution of like just fucking. We're not back to child labor yet, but God, it wouldn't surprise me.
China.
I mean, I'm talking about just here. I'm just talking about here in America. I'm not talking about foreign country. We just don't. Yeah, foreign countries. China. Yeah, don't. We're not going to bring that up. But
anyways, but yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if you guys ever watched Made in America, and it was like, or not Made in America, that one show about how America was being made, like the Carnegie Steel Factory and all that on the History Channel. It was really good.
I know what you're talking about, because my American 1 and 2 teacher, well, same guy. I was in both his classes. Yeah, I know I very vaguely know. I know what you're talking about, because he showed us several episodes of that.
And the workers were being abused. I mean, this was like, it's basically the same thing. Now, ironically, although Amazon does have the money, they could hire their own Pinkerton army and essentially get rid of the unionizers.
Oh God, fucking! Oh no, Amazon, fucking Pinkertons. Oh God,
dude, no. They can afford it. They can send Jeffrey Bezos up to the stratosphere and back. You best believe.
Fucking. Dude,
yeah, with his cowboy hat and all that. Dude, that was weird.
Dude,
that was.
You know, like the TikToks of like just someone standing like far away from their camera, and then instantly it's just like they're right on top of the camera. It's just like they fucking punch it or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
It's gonna be like that. Of like, it's just gonna be that with Jeff Bezos. And 1 second he's gonna be in his office, next second he's just strangling Tristan in his own home.
Pretty much
telling the secrets.
Oh man, yeah, I have so many. I remember I was targeted for like telling someone that, or telling like a PA that I would nearly get fired for what they were asking me to do, so I just wasn't gonna do it. What happened was, this was also during the pandemic. Safety was looking at cameras and all that. They always had their eye on you. And if you were to go within 6 feet of someone, you would go instantly to your final write-up. That means like one more mess up and you're done. You get 2 strikes. You don't get 4 strikes. You get 2.
This is like
they even. Sorry,
just to clarify, Tristan. This is also like y'all are wearing like full mask indoors, everything.
Oh yeah.
So you had to like wear mask and full 6 foot distance.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which you know kind of made sense because it's the pandemic, but at the same time,
Right, I know. It's just
it was just, you would go to your final written if you were to be close. They even final written a whole couple that I knew that they actually like drive together here and there, and then sleep in the same bed, and they were within 6 feet of each other at work, and they final written them. And that meant like one more time they were out of the door, which they somehow survived that. But
so how does that even work? With like I don't know how the inner processes of Amazon works, but like say like you had to hand something off to someone, or someone has to hand something off to you. I mean, how would that?
There wasn't really a whole lot of like handing off unless it was like cages. And
okay.
I don't know with cages, it's that's kind of an iffy area, but that's its own little thing. There's not like a whole lot of times where a tier 1 actually hands something off to somebody. Everything basically the basic job in there is you throw shoes in a bag and you throw it onto a conveyor belt.
Okay.
It's a really basic job. It really is, but the people there are just terrible. Or the people in charge are terrible anyway. So the PA that was in charge, first of all, she was supposed to be a ship PA, not a pack PA. She was supposed to be in a different department, but just because she pissed so many people off in one department, instead of HR like giving her a write-up or whatever, they just threw her over to the pack department to piss more people off. So I was water spidering, which water spidering means like I go and get things for people if they need like bags or stuff like that. You know, I was kind of like an intern, you know, like one of those people who, like run and fetch coffee. I was kind of like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, the PA told me, or process assistant told me, hey, I want you to restock every single station full of bags and boxes. And I did tell her this, but it's honestly very useless. The previous pack PA never told us to do this. It's a lot more efficient and a lot less stressful to just put it put an extra stuff like bags and boxes in between the lines instead of each and every pack station. But then I told her, I said, hey, do you want me to do that during lunch? Because there's only like 2 of these stations in this whole facility that's not manned. And if I were to get in close between, like with other people, safety's going to look at me on the camera and put me on my final written. And God knows what they'll do if I do it with every single person who's packing right now.
Oh,
so
you'd be out.
Exactly. So I told her, hey, I'll do that during lunch. And I honestly find it very useless to do it, but she's my boss and I don't really want to argue with her. But when it comes to like when something's going to be like, you know, that's going to fire me or another department's going to fire me, I told her, hey, I'll do it during lunch. And she's like, no, you need to do it now. And I told her straight up, no, they're literally going to get so close to firing me if they don't instantly fire me anyway. And then from there on out, she found out what was my least favorite job to do there, which was floor pick. And from there on out, for the rest of my days, I was floor picking until they desperately needed me up and kick out, because most of our like reliable kick out operators either went on leave or just left, or just straight up refused to go up there.
Dang.
So yeah, it was. For the rest of my days there, I was targeted, put it into floor pick.
That's to the dungeons.
Pretty much.
Or into the Amazon army. That series was The Men Who Built America, if anyone listening is interested.
Yes. Okay, yeah, that's what it was.
It was really good.
It was, actually.
And it's a shame, though, because the Pinkertons, they were actually just private detectives. I think they got thrown into it, and they were just like, oh, it's just... And, like, one guy shot, and they all just started like, oh, well, to hell with it.
Yeah, what was the, what's the one? What's the
I
one
don't mean to be laughing, but it's just, like, just a kerfuffle of bad issues.
Yeah. What's the one event I'm thinking of with the coal miners? They went on strike.
Oh,
gunfight broke out.
Yeah, that was a big hit moment in history too, because there was one at Carnegie with the steel and Pinkertons. There's a huge one, I think, in America, the coal mines, and Britain also has a problem with coal miners too. Coal miners have always had like the worst working conditions and all that.
Coal miners are constantly fucked over.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at West Virginia today. Constantly screwed over. But
and it was, I know what you're talking about. I just, they were cave-ins. They're like, they weren't getting the food. They weren't getting payment. It was a mess.
Yeah, I'm not talking about any of that stuff. I'm just talking about like there was an incident of a bunch of them going on strike, and then some. It was not the Pinkertons, but it was some similar private detective force that came in, and I believe. I can't remember if the miners were armed as well, or if just the or if that detective force just opened fire on them. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember, but yeah.
Was this like in the 1900s or recently?
No, yeah, this was like old. This is old, like early.
Okay, so like I'm looking at the 1902, the anthracite strike.
No.
Jordan, you still there, buddy?
No, I'm here, big buddy.
Oh, damn! I did not expect that at all.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I just didn't expect you to be there. I just thought you melatoed out.
No, I'm just.
I thought you were done.
No,
I thought you.
I didn't have much to offer.
I thought you clocked out or like you didn't say anything.
No, sorry.
Oh man, no, you're good. You're good. Good. Sometimes you're just silent. I think I was silent for a good moment of like the first half of this podcast. So
yeah, it was mainly.
I'm not faulting you.
It was Chris and Scott DCing out.
Yeah.
And then we started talking about Amazon and then coal miners for some reason.
Yeah.
Or well, because I brought up
coal miners and Amazon.
Basically the same thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I do miss the people from Amazon, like the coworkers I had. Some of them, yeah, they were really cool. It was just like some of the people in charge. Even some of the people in charge were okay. It's just like when they switched over to like people. Yeah, there was one manager that I liked. She was actually an operations manager. I think she was actually in the army or like some branch of the army, some branch of the military. And I thought that I was just in it like for a world of pain after I realized, because it was like my first day. She said, "Hey, I'm your manager now. I served this in the army." I'm like, "Oh my god, she's gonna like kill us because it's the army." You know, because they're usually more strict and all that. But honestly, she was actually really nice. We had another PA that I was good friends with. But other than those two, well, there was another manager, but she wasn't really there for that long. But other than those two, the people in charge were either idiots or a-holes or both.
That's insane.
But I did like some of the people there. But
well, that's good. Good coworkers make the job. I mean,
they really do.
Even if you were in.
They really do. There was some
belly button of.
there were some of them that was funny as hell, man. Oh my god!
Good.
No. I was just saying, some of them were just, yeah. It was fun. There were some fun nights there, but I remember. So like they have conveyor belts. They have these conveyor belts, and basically it's very easy to clog up the conveyor belt if you just like stack a bunch of packages up and just like throw it all out on at once, and like everyone who's like after you can't really like put their packages on for a while. So I remember I was next to my one friend, and he just kept on, and I didn't have the thought process at the time, and he just kept on stacking up packages for no reason on his like desk. I would say, and the line kept on going. There was no reason why he wasn't putting it there. And then I looked over and I said, "Hey, what are you doing with those packages?" And then he just like looked at me and just screamed. No, he didn't scream. He just like yelled "Wave 46," and then just proceeded to dump all of his packages all at once. And for a good like solid 30 seconds, no one could put their packages on the line because he put all of his packages on the line. There was one lady there that was so pissed. Oh my god! It got to a point where there was actually 4 of us doing it too. So, I actually participated in that. Oh my god!
Because the little strike of Amazon workers throwing all their packages on the line. That is hysterical.
Because the one lady came like to the one girl that was in our group, and she was like, "Oh, you're better off like not associating with those 3," and she was like, "Okay, one of them's my brother, the other one's my boyfriend, and the other one's like one of my good friends," which I was the good friend. I'm not gonna like separate myself from that. So then after we learned that, we all decided, all 4 of us kind of decided to just wave 46 them. When we got back from break, it was funny. Oh my god! How long
did it take them to clean that up? Like, did you all have to go and clean it up, or like?
Well, no, it was like it wasn't like it made a mess. It was just like the conveyor belt just keeps on going. Like, there's like the way it's set up is there's multiple pack stations on like both sides of the conveyor belt, and we were up towards like where the conveyor belt kind of starts, and so you just normally just put a package on the conveyor belt in like a certain space, and it would just go up all the way up to a truck. But we didn't really see the truck part. It was just mainly like, there was this one conveyor belt for... Basically, there was one conveyor belt for probably 6 to 8 people, maybe even more. So that if you get like, 4 a-holes like we were up on the beginning of the line, and to stack up packages and then take up each space, you're not going to... Anyone after us is not going to be able to put a package on the line for a while until everything is so it's not that it made a mess, it was going to where it needs to go. It was just inconvenient for the people behind us. So I mean,
Amazon shenanigans.
Yeah, it was funny. I mean, unfortunately other people suffered from that, but the one lady that was acting horribly.
It was worth it in the end.
Yeah, it was funny. Oh, I felt bad. There was this one guy, I think from like Germany. He could barely speak English. He was a victim of that.
He was just yelling 9.
He was either from Germany or Norway or something. He just, the poor guy. He seemed like he didn't know what was going on at all. Like half the time, like not even just then, just half the time, he didn't know what was going on. Poor guy. I remember when we did that, he just kind of looked up the line, just kind of confused, like, why is this my life right now? Oh man. But yeah, it was hilarious, man. Oh yeah, they had the laziest people on the Amazon Safety Committee too, which they created the Safety Committee just so that they could write up people for like, not wearing their masks right or being within 6 feet of people. There was these 2 guys who were just the laziest sacks of crap that I've known in my entire life. Scott, is noise monitoring on your thing? I hate to ask. I'm sorry. No, you're good. It just it sounds like a small gym. But anyway, they would not really do all that great on packing or picking, But the moment that they were on safety committee, they were like really on it. Like they were just ready to snitch on some people. It was horrible. They went hardcore on that job. They really did. Not that it was good. You just...
Oh, that's right. I meant we were going to talk about this. The Alan Wake remaster. There's no... We know it's coming out in the fall, but we don't know anything.
I heard of that. What is that game, though?
It was like a 360 game. Go on, Scott. You probably know more than me.
It is a 360 horror game. If you ever heard of the villain Pyramid Head, that is what that's from. It's very revolutionary.
Are you sure it's not from Silent Hill?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, I get those two confused so much. They're kind of like in the same vein. Very horror game.
I mean, if they're in the same universe, then...
It could be. But the remaster's coming out to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, PC. So it might be coming out perfect time for Halloween.
Nice.
Yeah. It's time to wrap things up, gentlemen.
Yeah, I was just trying to do some quick research on Alan Wake and Silent Hill. So according to GameRant.com, they suggest it if you like Silent Hill. They suggest Alan Wake if you like Silent Hill. Yeah. I don't know. I might play it at some point because I do have the 360. It's like free, I think. I started playing it for like 5 seconds and then I just got bored, but I'm going to try it again. But yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Oh, I need to play the medium again. Yeah, I need to get through that. That's another thing that they suggested.
You're good. When you look at old like let's say PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 horror games, Silent Hill was one of those. I'm pretty sure it was on the original PlayStation 1. And like everything has like a hexagon for like a freaking head, right? So like I don't know what it is.
The enemy.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what it is, but like
watch out for this trapezoid man.
Yeah, dude, trapezoid man, dude. I don't know what it is, but they're still like freaking creepy, even though that like their arms might look like a freaking block, like Steve from Minecraft. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's just still creepy to me.
Yeah.
If anything, that's more creepy than the horror stuff nowadays.
Yeah, because it's like unorthodox. It's weird.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember like back in the day. Well, actually, I don't remember personally, but like I've seen like different things. Back in the day, that Silent Hill was actually like competing against Resident Evil. Like either like one or the other.
They haven't made a game since like 2008, I think.
Well, you remember that PS4 demo of the guy walking through like the modern house, but all those creepy things were happening.
Yeah, that was
like Norman Reedus' face.
Yeah.
Was that Silent Hill? They said that was going to be like the next Silent Hill.
I think that was supposed to be the next Silent Hill. You're right. But
and then they canceled it because Hideo Kojima was forced out of Konami.
Oh, he was forced out of Konami?
I don't think we'll ever know the full story behind his. I think he was either fired, he quit, forced to quit. I don't know.
According to the Screen Geek, the Silent Hill franchise might currently be dead. That does not mean that it will stay that way forever. In fact, there are various rumors circulating that are very persistent with insisting that Konami is fighting hard to resurrect the Silent Hill franchise with a vengeance to make up for the unfortunate cancellation of the much anticipated Silent Hills. In fact, the rumor has it the particular game, Silent Hills, might actually be brought back in the future as well. That is word for word from ScreenGeek.com. And we'll put the link in the description. But is a article by Jacob Dressler published on March 14th, 2020. So it's a very old article, but that's what I was able to pull up.
I think we saw that. I think we saw that trailer back in like 2018, 2019.
Oh, it's been years. It's been
2017.
It's been a long time since we've seen anything like that.
Remind me who Hideo Kojima was. Was he his own person? What company was he with?
He was with I want to say Konami.
But was he the head of Konami?
He was the lead game designer, like a Todd Howard, and he essentially made Metal Gear Solid and their entire world.
I know he did all those, but I just didn't know if he was his own person or if he was with a company.
Then he broke away, and then he made Death Stranding.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I have not played that. I have no desire to play that.
How come? If I may ask.
It's so
weird.
I don't understand it. It's just so weird and out there that I'm like, huh?
Garage will even tell you. We were in a party the other day, or like the other week, and he was listing off all of the Metal Gear or Metal Gear Solid games in order. Yeah. And Metal Gear Solid 5 was like the first one somehow or something.
Yeah, it's like 5's like one of the first ones, and like 4 is like the last one. It's I barely played any of them. They're great, but like it's so confusing. Like finally, like, I think like a Final Fantasy timelines like that too, or something like that.
Now don't go bad mouthing Final Fantasy there, Scott.
I don't think it's Final Fantasy. There's another game series like that. It's like, oh, this one takes place here, and then this 6 and 7 take place over there.
You make it sound like I want to Clark him. Jeez, man.
Tristan just casually throws on his Superman uniform.
He's
comes over to my house and just beats the living crap out of me.
As soon as the podcast is over, he immediately like DMs you, "Hey Scott, we need to talk."
Oh man, I just go full Omni-Man on Scott.
We need to talk about your position at the company.
Time for some restructuring. That's the new term instead of firing. It's called restructured.
Scott can be the restructure guy. We can just be like, "Hey Scott, we need you to fire this person," because technically Scott's the is he the manager or is he the war? He's the war chief / manager.
I'm the war chief, baby.
Yeah, he's the war chief. By the way, I think we've mentioned this before, but in case we haven't, it looks like Resident Evil 1 and 2 are supposed to get some kind of on-film adaptation.
I saw that. They're like redoing it.
It looks kind of like low budget, but honestly, it looks like it's going to be faithful to the source material because they actually have original characters here. They actually announced like the actors. They announced the actors who are going to play Leon, Claire, Chris, Jill, and Albert Wesker. I did not see anything about Barry or Sherry.
Barry or Sherry?
those I know those rhyme, but they're actual or even Rebecca. They mentioned Chief Irons though.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah,
like I know who that is. Sorry. I read the book Birth Raccoon City, and I never got to finish it.
Oh, did I give you that book?
As long as No, I gave it back to you. I made sure that I gave that back to you.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine with whatever, but like, it's a good book. You should really.
No, I was actually
really give it back to you and read it. It's really good.
I was like a quarter of the way in.
Yeah, if anyone here is listening, I'm not sponsored by SD Perry. I think it's SD Perry, at all. But she made the. She adapted the Resident Evil series all the way up to I think Nemesis into a short little book series. I feel like they kinda are. I mean, they're faithful to the adaptation. The only time that she really just goes off is she actually has an original novel called Caliban Cove. That is about Rebecca Chambers, and she goes off on like some other like little adventure. That's I don't think that's canon at all. She just took that character and just was creative with it. That's volume 2 of her Resident Evil series. volumes 0, yes, there's a 0. 0, 1, and skip 2, everything else from there is canon. Or at least very close to canon. It's very good. I think it gives like a good extra character to the characters. Yeah, I feel like, listening to because I read volume 3, City of the Dead, or it was either City of the Dead or City of the Damned. It's either one with these things, which is based on Resident Evil 2. It was really good. And it gave me like more insight to like what Leon was thinking, what Claire was thinking, and even sometimes they actually had a chapter for like from Sherry's perspective. And I think there was actually one from Chief Irons' perspective, which you saw that he was going insane at some point. But yeah, it was really, really good read. I think she does an amazing job at adapting the video game to pages.
Did you guys hear about, I don't know if you saw it or not, but Cowboy Bebop is getting a live action. I don't know if it's series or movie.
I did see that. I think it's going to be a movie. I don't know. But
I need to fish that anime. That's so good.
I
hope to God it's nothing like the Death Note adaptation.
Oh my gosh, dude. That is the most infamous anime adaptation.
Did you watch that yet, or were we supposed to all watch that together?
I saw parts of it. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch this. It's so bad.
It's
bad. Like they took Twilight.
Think of something possible, Light. And
can we watch the live action movie? Because
what?
I'm not gonna lie, the whole movie was kind of shit. But the ending, Tristan.
The ending was the only good part about it.
I know, and that
only time where Light was actually
was really good.
That and William Dafoe was actually pretty good.
Honestly, to be honest with you, I'm not going to mention what he did because I don't want to spoil it for Scott. I wanted his full just whatever reaction. In the first half, I feel like L wasn't all that bad. The guy who played L. I don't think he was all that bad.
Then he has a panic attack, cries himself to sleep, and then he goes out with a gun and tries to kill Light.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Okay, I've seen that you've at least seen that part. Yeah, it was at that point. It was at that point where I was like, yeah, that's not okay.
Imagine that happening in the anime. He's like, F it all. I'm done with you, Light. Yakami shoots him in the head, walks off.
Shall we begin?
Oh, it was crazy. So we officially lost Seaman, Subman, Vanilla Man. We've been going on for a while, and I also have something else after this. Life is crazy. I don't even know what's gonna happen in the next week or so. I don't know if I'm gonna put out a video or what, but I'll try.
Oh, did you? I don't know if this is podcast material or not. Did you get your apartment?
This
in the process of that, or
the process of it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This should be the last episode I'm recording here, but
Interesting could be as loud as you want. Just start screaming in the mic.
I'm still kind of.
From the chaotic corp.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Tristan.
No, it's not the volume that's really concerning. Over there, I'm going to have soundproof stuff and all that. So, yeah, the acoustics are definitely going to be better. All that, but anyway, that's its own little thing. But yeah, I think that's a wrap as far as the schedule for the next week. I don't know if I'll put out a video. I think if I do, it'll be rushed, so it probably won't be Sea of Thieves. Let's see whose schedule it is. Oh yeah, so I'm due for the 15th. So the 15th, I don't know what I'm going to put out at this point, but I'm going to try to put out something. Jordan, what are you putting out for the 22nd? Let you see.
It's
going on the 22nd.
I have to think about that one. I might try something new.
Okay.
There goes.
Did you?
We lost.
Did you put anything out for the 8th?
The 8th. Yeah, I'm still working on that one. Okay. There's Scott, man.
All right. So
our new
we don't really
podcast
know.
studio thing, and accidentally hit stage thing. I'm like, what is this? Oh,
That's its own little thing. That's an experimental thing. I feel like the Catacorp show review can be a live Discord podcast, but that's still to be discussed between me and Jordan. It's mainly Jordan. It's probably just going to boil down to Jordan's decision, since he's like the head chief boss of that podcast. So that's up to him. But
oh yeah, is it?
So basically, if you go into that channel for the Catacorp show review channel, it's basically live. Like, other people could just like come in and like listen live.
Okay, wait. Okay, now I'm kind of confused.
it's like you're listening. It's like we're doing radio talk show, and like people are actually listening in to us.
Yeah. So if you go in there,
where the hell is that?
Could just it's right above us.
Ah, nice.
There
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the show review will literally. Okay, I like how we just went in there.
The show review could be live. I mean, like, if we record, it could, you know, like right after we watch the show, then people could just come in and just listen to it then.
I mean, nice. Now, how did you configure that to be live? Where is that kind of broadcast to, like YouTube?
On Discord, whoever subscribed to
nice
our thing. It's like, it's weird. Discord's going through a lot of changes that I'm trying to adapt to.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very nice thing.
Yeah, but anyway.
What the hell? Okay, real quick, why in Resistance Radio topics is there just a fucking conversation going?
I don't know. I'm gonna just revoke their rights to speak here. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even trying to be a dictator at all.
No. I'm gonna go full Clark and just take their tongues from this channel, because this is not what this is meant for. But you know, they don't really. There's been so many different things where I was like, oh, this is for that, not for full blown conversation, and they just go on full blown conversation.
You know
it's
the
like herding
sauce.
cats. They're all morons.
The sauce.
Don't mention the Baja. On the podcast. I don't feel like cutting stuff out, Jordan.
Alright, listen, I'll stop, but it's literally at the end. But anyways.
It's
I made sure it wasn't confusing.
Jordan, you really would try to start this on editing?
I'm not doing anything, Tristan. Okay, let's end it.
Yeah, it's literally at the end, but it's fine. Alright.
I had no attitude.
Yeah. So yeah, this has been episode 4 of Resistance Radio. Like I said, for the 15th, I'm supposed to upload something, and for the 22nd, Jordan's supposed to upload something. I really don't know what those things will be at this point. And probably definitely the 15th probably won't be Sea of Chiefs, because whatever I do is going to be kind of rushed. It's not like it's going to be bad, but I want to take my time with Sea of Chiefs and like actually craft it. So, you know, episode 3 of Sea of Chiefs is probably not going to come out until like the 29th instead of the 15th. As far as Jordan's going, I feel like there's two different possibilities, but I'm not going to take that thunder from him. I also
real quick.
Sorry.
Well, when you're done, go ahead.
I also am trying to kick off a writing career. I put up a short horror story, or am. Anyway, it's still in the process of being made. Right now, the prologue is just up. It's just called After. Or the prologue's called After. And the actual thing is on Wattpad. It's called Project Monster. There'll be a link in the description of whatever you're listening to for it. And Yeah, what else you got for us to close here, Big Jordan? Big boss?
I just noticed this because I wanted to mention the fact about the Star Wars Visions podcast.
Yeah.
So for the listeners, next week will be Tristan. The 22nd would be me. And on the 22nd will be the first episode of Star Wars Visions. Of course, we're going to try and get it out to you on the 23rd because, our schedules, we work. God bless the people that stay home and can actually produce a podcast on the day of the release of the first episode. Wish we could do that, but we can't. We'll definitely push it out to you as soon as we can. I just noticed this. In the cast for Star Wars Visions, it is going to have Boba Fett as Tamora Morrison.
Yay!
The guy who did Red Guardian and was in Stranger Things is going to be a character. He's playing a part.
I like him.
And Shang-Chi, Simu Liu, is going to be a character in there. So I didn't know that. That's actually pretty cool. I don't think he's ever had too many acting gigs or anything. I think we didn't even get to talk about it, but we can talk about it like another time. But
Did you know he used to model for stock photos?
Damn it, Scott! I was gonna say that. Frick. Yeah. He actually made money, like $100 on each stock photo. He said, on Twitter. Pretty interesting. Stock photos are literally things that people get from the internet that sometimes they might use them as memes or something. I'm sure you've seen that one of that old guy drinking the tea.
Or that one guy looking at a noose and rubbing his chin, yeah.
I haven't seen that one, but I'm sure it's good.
Yeah, it's pretty great. This is a man contemplating suicide, it's fine.
Right, exactly.
Trigger warning, suicide and contemplation.
So on that note, look forward to Star Wars Visions on the 23rd.